Have you ever wondered if a single act each morning could change your life forever? Imagine starting your day with one powerful Quranic verse after Fajr that not only brings you peace, but also opens doors to abundance and blessings. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ and his companions demonstrated the immense power of morning devotion, showing how consistency in worship can transform both your life and the lives of generations to come. Today, we explore this simple yet life-changing practice. Reciting a specific Quranic verse after Fajr holds a unique significance in Islam, as the early morning is a time when hearts are fresh, minds are calm, and the day is just beginning. This moment is particularly blessed, making it an ideal time to connect deeply with Allah through His words. The Quran itself is a source of guidance, healing, and provision, and certain verses carry immense spiritual and worldly benefits when recited regularly. By starting the day with this practice, a person sets a tone of barakah or divine blessing over their daily life. Scholars have noted that the early morning is a time when du'as, dhikr, and Quran recitation are more readily accepted, making it a powerful period to seek sustenance and ease. Over time, this consistent act becomes more than a habit. It becomes a channel through which Allah multiplies blessings, offering both spiritual elevation and worldly abundance. Consistency in remembrance and supplication is a cornerstone of spiritual growth and divine favor in Islam. When a person regularly engages in dhikr, dua, and Quranic recitation, they create a strong connection with Allah that strengthens their faith and transforms their daily life. This consistency is not about mere routine. It reflects sincerity, patience, and trust in Allah's wisdom and timing. The heart that regularly turns to Allah becomes calmer, more focused, and attuned to recognizing His blessings in every situation. Scholars explain that sustained remembrance attracts divine mercy, protection, and guidance, and it opens doors to opportunities that may not have been visible otherwise. Even small, consistent acts performed with devotion carry great weight in the sight of Allah. Over time, this practice nurtures a mindset of gratitude and reliance on Allah, ensuring that sustenance, peace, and spiritual elevation flow naturally into both the personal life of the believer and the lives of those around them. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ placed great emphasis on morning worship, highlighting the unique blessings of the early hours. Fajr is not merely a time to fulfill an obligation. It is an opportunity to begin the day under the mercy and guidance of Allah. By engaging in prayer, Quran recitation, and supplication at this hour, believers align their hearts and intentions with divine purpose before the distractions of the day begin. The Prophet ﷺ demonstrated through his own practice that the early morning is a time when sincerity in worship is most rewarded. His teachings encourage believers to seize this moment for reflection, gratitude, and seeking assistance from Allah. Engaging in acts of worship during Fajr strengthens patience, humility, and awareness of Allah throughout the day. It becomes a spiritual anchor, ensuring that every action and decision is guided by mindfulness of Allah's presence and blessings. The companions of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ serve as shining examples of how morning devotion can transform a life. Abu Bakr Razi, Allah Ta'ala Anhu, and Umar Razi, Allah Ta'ala Anhu, were known for their steadfast commitment to Fajr prayer and the recitation of the Quran at the start of each day. Their dedication was not merely a ritual. It shaped their character, strengthened their faith, and guided their decisions in all aspects of life. Through this practice, they experienced barakah, or divine blessing, in their wealth, relationships, and personal growth. Scholars highlight that their consistent morning worship created a ripple effect, allowing them to influence their communities positively and leave a lasting legacy. By observing the example of these companions, we understand that disciplined devotion, especially in the early hours, is a pathway to both spiritual fulfillment and worldly prosperity. Their lives demonstrate that blessings multiply when worship is sincere and habitual. The Quranic verse recited after Fajr acts as a spiritual key, unlocking doors to sustenance, ease, and abundance in ways that human effort alone cannot achieve. Its words carry divine power, providing guidance, protection, and provision for those who recite them with sincerity. Scholars explain that such verses serve as a bridge between human effort and Allah's mercy, reminding believers that while they strive in their daily lives, ultimate provision comes from Allah alone. This practice nurtures trust and reliance on Him, creating a mindset of hope and patience even in challenging circumstances. Over time, the verse influences not only spiritual well-being but also worldly circumstances, as hearts attuned to Allah's remembrance often make wiser, more ethical choices that attract blessings. The recitation becomes a form of continuous charity, a daily investment that multiplies in reward, opening paths to sustenance and abundance that benefit both the individual and those around them. Daily recitation of this Quranic verse after Fajr carries benefits that extend beyond the individual, touching the lives of future generations. When a person begins their day with Allah's words, the spiritual energy and blessings they accumulate do not remain confined to their own life. Children, family members, and even the broader community can feel the positive effects of a home or environment filled with barakah. Scholars explain that consistent acts of worship create a legacy of faith, inspiring others to follow similar habits and fostering a culture of devotion and reliance on Allah. This continuity ensures that blessings, protection, and guidance flow through generations, shaping not just material provision, but also moral and spiritual development. By committing to this practice, a believer plants seeds of sustained goodness and prosperity, leaving behind a heritage of divine mercy that can uplift families and communities for years to come. Sincere and regular recitation of the Quranic verse after Fajr has the power to transform both the life of the believer and the future of their family. When performed with genuine devotion, the act becomes a source of ongoing spiritual nourishment, strengthening faith and drawing one closer to Allah's mercy. This transformation is not limited to inner peace. It manifests in everyday life through clarity in decision-making, resilience in challenges, and an increased ability to recognize and utilize opportunities. Scholars emphasize that such consistency cultivates a heart that is grateful, patient, and mindful, qualities that naturally attract barakah in sustenance, relationships, and personal achievements. Furthermore, the effects ripple outward, influencing the family environment, instilling values of devotion, discipline, and trust in Allah in children and loved ones. Over time, this simple daily act becomes a catalyst for lasting prosperity, spiritual elevation, and a life aligned with divine guidance. By reciting this powerful Quranic verse after Fajr, you invite blessings, abundance, and spiritual elevation into your life and for generations to come. May Allah fill your home with barakah, ease your challenges, and grant you endless sustenance. Here at Graceful Deen, we hope this inspires your daily devotion. If this message touched your heart, share it with others, subscribe to our channel, and comment your own heartfelt prayer below so we can all make dua together.